6:30 in the morning, starting my day out, heading off to Giddings, Texas. Yay! I go there about once a week, sometimes twice a week. And from there we got to go to Groesbeck, Texas, which is probably 40-50 miles east of Waco. So we have quite the long day. Only 2 stops though, so it should be fairly uneventful. Had a good night's sleep last night. Got my 10-hour break in. Nice shower at home. Went out to a restaurant and ate. Watched my daughter's junior high basketball game, which they won in a thriller. Yeah, it was a pretty good night for a Monday. Pretty good day yesterday. It was easy. Hopefully today turns out the same way. We shall see. Now let's take a little trip through Burnet, Texas. I have no idea why it is pronounced Burnet. It is spelled B-U-R-N-E-T, not I-T. I would think it would be Burn, B-U-R-N-E-T, Burnet. But all the locals call it Burnet, B-U-R-N-I-T-U. Got a little local PD action going on here. Sheriff, oh no, they got the K9 and everything up there. Now, Burnet is actually a busy little town just north of San Antonio, right at the crossroads of State Highway 29 and US 281. If you go west from here, which I'm going on State Highway 29, you will end up just north of Austin. You go south up here at the red light on 281, and it will put you smack dab in the middle of San Antonio, right down to the Alamo. So they get a lot of traffic through this little town. Sure do. I go through here quite often. I have a private motorcycle museum here that I went to one day, and they had the first motorcycle that I ever purchased and rode halfway across the United States on, and it was a 1970 something Suzuki GT 550. It was a 3-cylinder 2-stroke. I had a lot of fun on that bike until I blew it up. Didn't even know how to ride it. I had to have the guy I bought it off of in Oklahoma City, downtown Oklahoma City, show me how to shift it and ride it. And I followed him around on his new motorcycle around the block a few times, and then I took off for my home state of Michigan with all of my possessions in a duffel bag, bungee strapped and tied on to the back of it. I did not have much of possessions back then, but I did have youth on my side, that's for sure. Youth and determination. Yeah, this is a pretty little town. I wish I could take this truck through around the square down there. So it looks real nice. But I don't think they want us 18-wheelers going through there. Whataburger in almost every Texas town. Yeah, I got a couple of different places that I deliver to in and around Burnett, Wisconsin. There I go, Wisconsin again. Burnett, Texas. How the hell would anybody get Wisconsin and Texas confused? I did live in Green Bay, Wisconsin for 20 years, so that is where I get the accent from. There appears to be the jail. Probably where that person with the 2 local PD sheriff's department cars is probably going to end up today. Especially if they got the K9 unit. Don't be a fool, kids. Stay in school. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please make sure your seats are forward, seat belts are buckled, and tray tables are put away as we begin our descent into Austin, Texas. Local time is 9:11 a.m. Temperature 47 degrees. Today's high is supposed to be in the 60s. We're expecting a partly cloudy day. We here at 18 Wheeler Airlines do appreciate you flying with us today. If you have any questions, comments, or complaints, please feel free to write them down and throw them into the receptacle as you exit the aircraft. Welcome to Austin. Expecting light turbulent traffic. We're also expecting to be held up at the terminal for many hours as we get unloaded, as is to be expected. Well, so far, traffic is amazingly light today. Maybe I just jinxed myself. About 2 miles from I-35, where it usually plugs up a little bit. See what the road has for us ahead of us. Yeah, something like that. And here we are in Giddings. A little over 200 miles into our trip. It is about 10 after 10. My clock's wrong in here. It's 5 minutes ahead. Which is okay. I haven't figured out how to set it yet in here. That's fine. Keeps me on my toes. This little town has a Cargill plant in it, and that is where I'm heading to. And it is on Highway US 290, an intersection of US 77. Not a very big town, but people seem friendly here. I don't know a lot about it. I should know more about it because I come here often. Well, at least to Cargill anyways. Let's say I go to one place often. Now there's one other feed store that I go to here. But it looks like a nice little town. Oh man, come on. Really? Catch that red lights. I've never been further that way on 290. It might be bigger than what I think. They might even have a Walmart. True test of how big a town is. And here we are at the Cargill plant. I don't know if you can get a look-see at it. There are some big chuck holes in this driveway that I have to keep my eye peeled for. Big shock squashing chuck holes. Looks like they might have filled in a couple of them. Gosh almighty. I know some of these are deep. Deep and unforgiving. Well, looks like I'll be waiting a little while. Well, doors 1, 2, 3, and 4 are full. They might pull me into the ones down here. We shall see. They might pull me into 6. I bet you they will. Pull me into 6. Hell, I usually don't get here till noon. But I had no other stops, so. Well, we finally made it to Groesbeck, Texas. Groesbeck. I hope I am pronouncing it right. Groesbeck. Groesbeck, something like that. But 316 miles into our day. This will be the final stop. Then got a couple hundred miles to get back home. So our day is far from Groesbeck is just another little Texas town. Friendly people. Like they're mostly down south. You know, up in the Panhandle, though, I don't know, Panhandle up there, of Texas and Oklahoma, a whole different breed of people. I don't know. They don't seem as friendly as they do down here. Look like a nice food truck. Spend some money on that one. And I am just going up to a little teeny tiny feed store up here. Deliver them some hay. Hay on a pallet. Got a combination feed store and tire shop. I think this is it. Yep, I've been here probably 4 or 5 times. Let's see if this guy will get out of my way. Not take up the whole road. No through trucks. Voila, here we are. Well, thank you all for coming along with me today on this ride. Did about 526 miles, 10.5 hours. No interstate. It's all state route, U.S. highway, farm to market routes. Yeah, a lot of little towns today. So not too bad, only 2 stops. Make things go a lot quicker. Get back at it again tomorrow. But appreciate y'all coming along for the ride. And please like and subscribe, as I have 0 subscribers. You could be the first. You'd be the very first. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, it means you must have some sort of interest. Well, anyways, I appreciate you.